most people are successful in their life because they've had some strategy or plan that kept them moving past the difficulty. Exercise and health is no different. If you eat the wrong food, if you skip an exercise day, if you skip a stretch, if you skip a meeting, you can't beat yourself up over it. You have to have a short memory. There's great value in forgetting, forgiving, and moving on. And the same happens with physical health. You have to have a short memory, but rigid standards. You have to say, okay, I was supposed to do a workout, or I was supposed to train my hip because my hip's bothering me, or I was supposed to work on my shoulder because my shoulder was bothering me. You have to have a short memory if you miss it because you had to do a higher priority task. It could be you had to do something for work, you had some deliverable, you had to be part of a new onboarding, you had to create new guiding principles for a new department, you had to work with your kids, you had to stay home for a meeting because of COVID. There's a lot of reasons why you would have missed a workout, missed an opportunity to work on your hip or your shoulder or your neck. So you got to forgive it, forget it, move on. There's great value in understanding predictable mistakes. When you look ahead and you say, okay, I'm going to forecast myself through my day. By the end of the day, what would I have regretted not doing? When you start to think about the end and what you would have regretted not doing, it starts to reshape your thinking a little bit. One idea around that is by the start of 2022, do you want to get rid of your hip pain or your shoulder pain, or do you want to be more consistent with exercise? Have you started recently with an acupuncturist or a nutritionist, and now you want to take more hold of your physical health? I think you would regret dealing with the same problem for a year. So it's a great goal to say by 2022, I'm going to move past that and on to this, and chip away at it. Chip away at those goals. And if you can't achieve them for a day because you missed an exercise program, so you couldn't work on your elbow or your wrist or your fingers or your jaw, you hop right back on board. All right, well, what stopped me? Because I wasn't prepared, because I couldn't insert something else in between, because I was too far away from my clothes or my exercise equipment. So you can start to think about some of those hurdles that were involved with preventing you. And some things are just not preventable. You just had to miss it. That's why I got to forgive it, forget it, and move forward. A part of the idea is defining what sort of character you want to be by the end of the year. The overall message is this: I am sure that there's an area of your life where you are brilliant. But I'm equally confident there's an area of your life that you are just not as confident, not as competent. And it comes down to our physical health. Because when we're in our quieter moments, you can feel your body so much more. So I just ask that you give this body that you have some attention, some care. You don't beat it up by ruminating over a missed exercise program or eating the wrong foods. You hop right back on. You start to focus by looking ahead and looking at what mistakes are coming down the road that you can dodge and you can figure out good plans to, and develop the skills that you are looking to develop before 2022. And you use January to define those skills and what you need to move into in February, how you're going to grow and nurture those skills, and how you're going to qualify if they're getting better. So what are the measurable components of that skill that would give you the feedback, the assurance, validation, and affirmation? Hey, I'm getting better there. Those are all good things to consider as you try to produce a new skill and a new competence. So in a parting message and the moral of this story, your body matters. You got to forgive and forget, keep looking ahead, but forecast what mistakes are down the road that you can move around. And what problems do you just want to close the door on and move past in 2022? And are you developing those skills that you need now? And do you have a structured regimen for getting better and knowing that you're getting better so you can embody that idea? If you like this, please visit my website, DominicSessa.com. Come back to my YouTube, sign up for my newsletter. I hope you like what you hear, and stay tuned. Take care.